Great. So should we start on Fox?
Yes.
And The Gifted. So this is
Yes.
a Marvel thing. Bryan Singer is bringing the X-Men to television. It's got Stephen Moyer in it, who I believe played Bill on True Blood. It's sort of like an action drama thing, but with teenagers. And basically, it's a guy who hunts mutants, has mutant kids, and it comes out that they've got mutant powers, and he's sort of torn between his work catching mutants and protecting his children. You know, the long-forgotten hook for me with X-Men is how they don't really fit into society, and this would be a good chance to explore those themes with depth. So I hope that's what they do. No sign of it in the trailer, but I have hope. I have hope.
I've written X-Men series. Looks all right, but not overly X-Men in tone or overly Legion. Very heroes-like. Daughter with powers, and then her dad is hunting the people with powers. Actually, that's very heroes. That's my note for The Gifted. So
It's good.
In depth.
Yep.
I do feel like that particular storyline is just it's they seem to be taking elements from all sorts of shows, and I really hope it's right. But like you, I hope that it's right for that element of the X-Men being outcasts, and I don't see any signs from this trailer that we're going to get that.
Yeah, well,
however, I will say,
go on.
It did feel like the trailer for a TV series, and a lot of these trailers felt like trailers for movies, where, again, as with recent years, you look and go, how is that a premise to see?
Yeah, I wrote that sentence
10 years.
increasingly more as we went on.
Yeah.
I will say as well,
So
can I make a point out that my notes got snarkier and snarkier, and I can't decide if that's because the quality dropped as I watched them. So basically, we did these this year. We did it a bit differently because in the previous years we've rushed to get this episode out because the Upfronts have ended on the Friday and this podcast has been due on the Sunday. So we've had to watch them all and review them and do the. It's just the most exhausting sort of 5-6 hour session because I'm immediately editing it after we've done it as well. This year we got nice leisurely sort of week between the end of the Upfronts and the podcast going out, which has given me time to collect my thoughts and record this, and I'll probably give it a day or two before I edit it. So it's all nice and. But so I didn't even watch them all in one chunk. I watched them in bits. And at one point, Chris calls me and he goes, Dan, how are you feeling about this year? And I said, you know what? I think it's a very good year. I think there's a lot of potential. And then I just kept watching trailers. And I didn't know. I started to struggle with where did they end and where did they begin, and then I started to forget what network what stuff was on, and I think I started to lose my mind slightly, Chris. And I can't tell if the shows got worse in quality or I just got sick of trailers. Full stop. So we'll figure it out as we go.
I think they did get worse in quality.
Fine. Okay,
in
great.
the whole. Very much. I actually, if you were splitting stuff in two between shows I feel positive about and shows I don't, this would be on the positive side of it.
What, Gifted?
Yeah.
Should we do that then? Should we do a potential, not potential? So we'll say Gifted potential.
I think it has potential, but it's got to explore other things than are explored in this trailer. But to be fair, for the reasons already listed, it's probably not fair to judge on this trailer anyway.
Yeah, these trailers are always really weird. Although I will say they're more publicly accessible this year than they have been in previous years. There were a lot less trailers that sum up the pilot this year, which is what they've done in previous years. I think they're getting a bit more savvy to the fact that the public pay attention.
Yeah, I think that's fair. So do you agree? Potential?
Yeah, definitely. No, yeah, potential. I think anything. Look, the X-Men as a concept is quite, and I don't mean because this isn't going to be the X-Men. This is a different thing. But the idea of the world of X-Men, the sort of allegory for racism that is the mutant situation, is always rife for storytelling, and it's never really been done brilliantly in the movies. They've touched on it, and they've got. I mean, First Class did a good job, and a couple of the very, very earliest ones kind of were touching on it. So, but a TV show is going to have room to breathe, and you can really see how society reacts to them, and there's plenty of scope for drama and stuff there. And I really think if they do it right, this could be a very, very, very good TV show. I am also aware, though, painfully aware, that it's on Fox, so we'll see. Could be next year's Gotham, where it's just a weird, batshit crazy show.